You see, we all have dreams. We all have ambitions. And we all want more for our lives. But wanting isn't enough, my friends. Wishing isn't enough. It's the doing, the action, the intention that sets you on the path of unstoppable success. There's a formula, a blueprint, a roadmap to success. And today, I want to give you the tools to take that journey. You have to start by realizing that success doesn't happen by accident. The life of your dreams doesn't happen without effort. There's no magic wand, no quick fix formula. The secret is you've got to set yourself up. You've got to prepare the ground, sow the seeds, and tend to them every single day. It's about the habits you form, the actions you take, and the decisions you make. Success, my friends, is not something you chase. It's something you attract by the person you become. Now let's talk about becoming that person, the one who attracts success, not the one who waits around for life to hand them something they haven't worked for. If you want to be successful, you need to start thinking of yourself as the architect of your own life. I always say, life is like a garden. If you don't cultivate it, if you don't pull out the weeds, if you don't water it, there's no way you're going to enjoy the beautiful harvest. You've got to be deliberate about it. One of the keys to unstoppable success is to recognize that you are in control. You are responsible for the life you live. It's easy to blame others, to blame circumstances, to blame luck. But the truth is, your future is in your hands. You have the power to choose your attitude, your actions, your responses. You can choose to take risks, to make changes, to do things differently. It's easy to look at someone else's success and say, oh, they're just lucky. But luck has very little to do with it, my friends. Success is about intentional action, day in and day out. Think about this. Success is a process, not an event. It's a series of choices made consistently over time. It's deciding that you are going to wake up each day and be better than you were the day before. It's about deciding to do the hard things, even when you don't feel like it. You have to develop the discipline to do the things that will set you up for success, even when no one else is watching. That's the difference between someone who is successful and someone who isn't. It's the choices they make when it would be easy to just take it easy. And let's talk about discipline for a moment. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Without discipline, you can have all the dreams in the world, but they will remain just that, dreams. You see, dreams are wonderful. They're inspiring. They're exciting. But they're nothing without action. And action requires discipline. If you want to set yourself up for success, you've got to be disciplined about the actions you take every single day. I remember when I first started out in business, I didn't know much, but I knew one thing. I knew I wanted more out of life. I knew I wanted to be successful, but I didn't have a clear roadmap. So I did what I could. I started learning. I sought out mentors. I read books. I attended seminars. I surrounded myself with people who were doing the things I wanted to do. People who were already successful. I learned from them. I copied their habits. I adopted their mindset. And you know what? It worked. Slowly, but surely, I started to see results. I started to see my life change. And it was all because I was willing to put in the work, to be disciplined, to keep moving forward, even when things were tough. And here's another thing. If you want to set yourself up for success, you've got to be willing to embrace failure. I know. Failure is not a word most people like to hear. But the truth is, failure is an essential part of success. You can't have one without the other. Every successful person you see today has a string of failures behind them. They didn't let those failures stop them. They used them as learning experiences. They used them as stepping stones. And that's what you need to do as well. When you fail, and you will, because failure is part of the journey, don't get discouraged. Don't throw in the towel. Instead, look at it as an opportunity to learn, to grow, to get better. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I use this to improve? The people who succeed in life are the ones who are willing to fail, who are willing to pick themselves back up, dust themselves off, and keep going. Now let's talk about your mindset. You've got to have a mindset that is focused on growth, on possibility, on opportunity. You've got to believe that success is possible for you. You've got to believe that you have what it takes to achieve your dreams. If you don't believe in yourself, it doesn't matter how much work you put in. It doesn't matter how much action you take. You won't get there. Your belief is the foundation upon which everything else is built. And let me tell you, your belief is going to be tested. There are going to be days when you feel like giving up, when you feel like it's just too hard, when you feel like you're not making any progress. But those are the days when you need to dig deep and remind yourself why you started. Remind yourself of your goals, of your dreams, of the life you want to create. Remind yourself that you have what it takes. Remind yourself that you are capable, that you are strong, that you are resilient. There's a quote I love that says, "Success is going from failure to failure without losing your enthusiasm." And that's the key. You've got to keep your enthusiasm, even when things aren't going your way. You've got to keep your belief, even when it feels like you're not making progress. Because, my friends, success is not a straight line. It's full of ups and downs, twists and turns. But if you stay the course, if you keep taking action, if you keep believing in yourself, you will get there. And another thing that's crucial to setting yourself up for success is the people you surround yourself with. You've heard it before, and I'll say it again. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Take a look at the people in your life. Are they lifting you up, or are they dragging you down? Are they encouraging you to be the best version of yourself, or are they holding you back? You've got to surround yourself with people who inspire you, who challenge you, who push you to be better. You need people who believe in you, even on the days when you don't believe in yourself. You need people who will hold you accountable, who will call you out when you're not living up to your potential. You need people who are going to cheer you on, who are going to celebrate your wins with you, who are going to be there for you when things get tough. And let's not forget about the importance of gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools you have for setting yourself up for success. When you focus on what you have, when you focus on the good in your life, when you focus on the blessings, you create a positive mindset. And a positive mindset is essential for success. You see, it's easy to get caught up in what's not going right, in what's missing, in what's lacking. But if you want to be successful, you've got to shift your focus. You've got to focus on what you have, on what's going right, on what's working. Gratitude is not just about feeling good. It's about creating a mindset of abundance. When you're grateful, you're telling the universe that you're ready for more. You're opening yourself up to receiving more blessings, more opportunities, more success. Gratitude is the key to unlocking abundance in your life. I want you to take a moment right now and think about all the things you have to be grateful for. It doesn't matter how small they may seem. Just take a moment and appreciate them. Maybe it's the roof over your head, the food on your table, the people who love you. Maybe it's the fact that you have the ability to learn, to grow, to improve. Whatever it is, take a moment and feel that gratitude. Let it fill you up. Let it remind you that you are already blessed, that you already have so much to be thankful for. And let that gratitude fuel your drive for more. Another key to setting yourself up for success is to take full responsibility for your life. You've got to own it. The good, the bad, and the ugly. You can't blame others. You can't make excuses. You can't play the victim. If you want to be successful, you have to take 100% responsibility for everything in your life. That means your choices, your actions, your results. It's easy to point the finger and say, well, if only this hadn't happened, I'd be successful. Or, if only I had more money, more time, more resources, then I'd be successful. But the truth is, you already have everything you need to be successful. It's not about what you don't have. It's about what you do with what you do have. When you take full responsibility for your life, you take back your power. You stop waiting for someone else to change, for circumstances to change, for luck to be on your side. You realize that you are in control, that you have the power to create the life you want. You stop making excuses, and you start finding solutions. You stop blaming others, and you start taking action. That's how you set yourself up for unstoppable success. By taking full responsibility for your life, and by refusing to let anything hold you back. And let me tell you, setting goals is an important part of this journey. You've got to have a vision for your life. You've got to know where you're going, what you want to achieve, what you want your life to look like. Goals give you direction. They give you purpose. They give you something to work towards. But here's the key. It's not just about setting big, lofty goals. It's about breaking those goals down into small, manageable steps that you can take every single day. It's great to have a big vision, to dream big, to want more for your life. But if you don't break that vision down into actionable steps, it's easy to get overwhelmed, to get discouraged, to give up. So set those big goals, but then break them down. Ask yourself, what can I do today that will move me one step closer to my goal? It doesn't have to be a big step. In fact, it's often the small steps, taken consistently over time, that lead to the biggest results. Success is not a sprint. It's a marathon. It's about showing up every single day, putting in the work, staying committed, even when it's hard, even when it's uncomfortable, even when you don't feel like it. It's about staying focused, staying disciplined, staying motivated. It's about keeping your eyes on the prize and refusing to give up no matter what. And finally, my friends, if you want to set yourself up for unstoppable success, you've got to be willing to invest in yourself. You've got to be willing to learn, to grow, to improve. You've got to be willing to step outside of your comfort zone, to take risks, to do things that scare you. You've got to be willing to bet on yourself, to believe in yourself, to invest in your own potential. Read books, listen to podcasts, attend seminars, find mentors. Do whatever it takes to learn and grow and improve. Don't be afraid to ask for help, to seek out guidance, to learn from others. Success leaves clues, my friends. And if you're willing to learn, if you're willing to put in the work, if you're willing to keep going, no matter what, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. You see, unstoppable success is not about luck. It's not about talent. It's not about being in the right place at the right time. It's about showing up every single day, putting in the work, staying committed, staying focused, staying disciplined. It's about believing in yourself, about taking responsibility for your life, about being willing to fail, about surrounding yourself with the right people, about cultivating a mindset of gratitude and abundance, about setting goals and taking action, and about investing in yourself. You have everything you need to be successful. You have the power within you to create the life you want. So go out there and set yourself up for unstoppable success. Take action, stay committed, stay focused, stay disciplined. Keep going no matter what. Believe in yourself, invest in yourself, and never, ever give up. Your success is in your hands. So go out there and make it happen. Set yourself up for unstoppable success. And watch as your life transforms in ways you never thought possible. And here's what I want you to take away today. This journey to success is not about perfection. It's about progress. Every single step forward, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction. Celebrate your progress. Celebrate the fact that you're moving, that you're growing, that you're striving for more. Setbacks will happen. Obstacles will arise. But as long as you keep moving forward, as long as you keep taking those steps, you are succeeding. Remember that life is not a destination. It's a journey. And that journey is meant to be enjoyed. Don't get so caught up in the end goal that you forget to enjoy the process. Every moment, every experience, every challenge is a part of your story. Embrace it, learn from it, grow from it. And most importantly, be kind to yourself. There will be days when you fall short, when you make mistakes, when you fail. And that's okay. Don't beat yourself up. Don't let one bad day turn into a bad week or a bad month. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward. You are capable of amazing things, and you deserve the success you are striving for. It's important to recognize that self-kindness is not about complacency. It's about resilience. When you're kind to yourself, you're giving yourself the strength and encouragement to keep going, to keep striving, to keep pursuing your dreams, even when things don't go as planned. Remember, the road to success is rarely a straight path. It's filled with bumps, detours, and sometimes even roadblocks. But when you treat yourself with compassion, you are giving yourself the courage to navigate those challenges without losing your momentum. So when you fall down, remind yourself that falling is part of the process. Every great achievement in history was marked by setbacks, by moments of doubt, by obstacles that seemed insurmountable. But those who achieve greatness are the ones who refuse to stay down. They get back up, they learn from their mistakes, and they keep moving forward with greater wisdom and determination. Think of each setback as a valuable lesson. Each time you stumble, you're gaining experience that makes you stronger and more prepared for future challenges. You're learning what doesn't work, and that's just as important as learning what does. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a stepping stone on the way to success. Every time you fail, you're getting closer to figuring out what works, and you're building the resilience needed to reach your goals. And I want you to think about how you talk to yourself during those times. Too often, we're our own harshest critics. We say things to ourselves that we would never say to a friend. We beat ourselves up. We dwell on our mistakes. We focus on our shortcomings. But if you want to set yourself up for unstoppable success, you got to learn to be your own biggest supporter. Talk to yourself with the same kindness, the same compassion, the same encouragement that you would offer a loved one who is struggling. Instead of focusing on what went wrong, focus on what you can do next. Instead of dwelling on your mistakes, look for the lessons hidden within them. Instead of being your own worst enemy, become your own best ally. The way you speak to yourself matters. The thoughts you entertain, the words you use, the beliefs you hold, they all shape your reality. So be kind, be gentle, be understanding. Lift yourself up when you fall, and give yourself permission to grow, to improve, to keep moving forward. And here's something else that's important. Don't compare your journey to anyone else's. It's so easy to look around and see others who seem to be ahead, who seem to have it all figured out, who seem to be succeeding effortlessly. But comparison is the thief of joy, and it's one of the quickest ways to undermine your own progress. Your journey is unique to you. Your challenges, your experiences, your path, it's all your own. And it's exactly what you need to become the person you're meant to be. Celebrate your own victories, no matter how small they may seem. Every step you take, every milestone you reach, every goal you achieve, acknowledge it, celebrate it, and let it fuel your motivation to keep going. Success is not just about reaching the finish line. It's about the person you become along the way. It's about the growth, the transformation, the lessons, the resilience, the strength that you build through every experience. So be kind to yourself. Be patient with yourself. Trust in the process, and trust in your own ability to overcome challenges. Remember that every single day is a new opportunity to grow, to improve, to get one step closer to your dreams. You are capable, you are strong, and you are worthy of all the success you desire. Keep moving forward, keep believing in yourself, and never forget that you are on a journey of unstoppable success. Your dreams are within reach. The road may not always be easy, but it will always be worth it. So take that next step, no matter how small it may seem. Keep your head up, keep your heart open, and keep moving forward. The world needs your light, your passion, your gifts. Set yourself up for unstoppable success and go out there and make it happen. You've got this. You are unstoppable. And as you continue down this path, remember that every action you take, every step forward, and every lesson learned is adding up. It might not always feel like it in the moment, but consistency compounds. It's like planting seeds. Day after day, you plant, you water, you nurture, and sometimes you don't see immediate results. But over time, the seeds you've planted begin to take root. They begin to sprout. They begin to grow. And one day, seemingly all of a sudden, you have a lush, thriving garden. That's how success works too. It's the culmination of the small efforts repeated day in and day out. Now, I want you to imagine your future self, the person you want to become, the person who has achieved all the dreams you're striving for. What does that version of you look like? How do they think? How do they act? What choices do they make? Close your eyes and really visualize it. That future self is not as far away as you think. Every choice you make today is shaping who you will be tomorrow. Every decision, every habit, every action is aligning you with that vision. And understand this, my friends. The journey to becoming that future self is a journey of transformation. It's about shedding the old habits, the limiting beliefs, the doubts that have been holding you back. It's about stepping into your power, embracing your potential, and allowing yourself to shine. It's about realizing that you are worthy of success, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. You are deserving of all the wonderful things life has to offer, simply because you are you. Sometimes, the biggest obstacle to success is not the external challenges. It's the internal ones. It's the voice that tells you you're not good enough, that you're not ready, that you're not capable. But I want you to know that you are more powerful than you realize. You are stronger than you think. And every time you push past that internal resistance, every time you take action in spite of fear, every time you choose growth over comfort, you are stepping into your greatness. And here's something else I want you to remember. You are not alone. There are people who believe in you, people who are cheering you on, people who want to see you succeed. Seek them out. Lean on them when you need to. We are not meant to do this journey alone. Community, support, connection. These are vital components of success. Find your tribe. Find those who uplift you, and let their encouragement propel you forward. And while you're at it, be that person for others too. Inspire those around you. Lift them up. Encourage them on their journey. There is nothing more fulfilling than seeing others succeed and knowing that you played a small part in their journey. When you give, when you uplift, when you support, you are also empowering yourself. Success is not a zero-sum game. There is more than enough abundance, more than enough opportunity, more than enough success for everyone. And let me share something personal with you. When I was just starting out, I faced a lot of setbacks. There were times when I doubted myself, when I thought maybe I wasn't cut out for this journey, when I thought maybe success was for other people and not for me. But every time I faced those doubts, every time I felt like giving up, I remembered why I started. I remembered the vision I had for my life. I remembered the dreams that burned within me. And I knew I couldn't quit. I knew I had to keep going, not just for myself, but for all the people who were counting on me, for all the people who believed in me. And I want you to do the same. When times get tough, when the road seems long, when the obstacles seem insurmountable, remember why you started. Remember the dreams you have for your life. Remember the vision that burns within you. Hold on to it. Let it guide you. Let it be the light that leads you through the darkness. Success is not about never falling. It's about rising every time you fall. It's about persistence, resilience, determination. It's about having the courage to keep going, even when it would be easier to quit. It's about trusting yourself, trusting the process, and trusting that everything you're doing is taking you closer to your goals. And one more thing. Don't forget to celebrate along the way. Celebrate every victory, every milestone, every step forward. Life is meant to be enjoyed. Success is meant to be celebrated. Take time to acknowledge your hard work, to appreciate how far you've come, to enjoy the fruits of your labor. The journey is just as important as the destination. And it's in the journey that you truly grow, that you truly transform, that you truly discover who you are. So my friends, keep going. Keep striving. Keep believing in yourself. Set yourself up for unstoppable success. And remember that you are capable of amazing things. The world needs your light, your gifts, your passion. Don't hold back. Don't settle. Don't let fear or doubt keep you from your dreams. This is your time. This is your moment. Go out there and make it happen. Set yourself up for unstoppable success and watch as your life transforms in ways you never thought possible. You've got this. You are unstoppable.